is the scale of programming, perception programming, that starts when you leave the womb. Come out of the womb, you are then influenced by parents, not parents overwhelmingly that do it from a malevolent point of view. They have been programmed by going through the same system I'm just going to quickly describe, and thus they have taken on these perceptions of reality. And they then pass them on to the young child. And now, of course, at an earlier and earlier age, the state is getting control of children from the earlier and earlier ages. I mean, we've got a guy in the education establishment in Britain who, a year or so ago, called for children to start school at 2. So immediately you come out of the womb, you have a short time, overwhelming with parents that are passing on the programming because that's what they've taken on. And then you hit the system. Suddenly, as a small child, you are sitting in a chair in a classroom, and an authority figure is telling you what's right, what's wrong, what's real, what's not real, when you can go to the toilet, when you have to be there, when you can go home. Schools, I mean, it's like I say, take a deep breath, take a step back, look at it again. Schools are prisons for children, but they're worse than that. They are programming centers and prisons for children. But this education foundation of the program is so vital because you go on to college and you go on to university, or many people do, and then from that base programming, this is the world, this is reality, this is how it is. And I debated, Alex, many times at Oxford University. And this is the elite university in Britain. And I've not been asked a challenging question. The level of programming is extraordinary. And then what happens? From that base programming, people go out to be doctors, they go out to be scientists, they go out to be politicians, they go out to be journalists. And from that base programming, they're all coming, unless they become in any way conscious beyond the program, they are viewing the world the same way. So where do the mainstream media go to get a fix on reality when they actually bother to question it at all? They go to scientists. So what are the systems scientists? They go to the systems doctors when they want to talk about health. And anyone who's outside of that programmed sense of everything, medicine, science, politics, economics, they are by definition a kook because they are outside the norm. This is how it works. And it's extraordinary, the level of programming. And I would say this, I've said it before in the books. You know, I think there's a very good chance that the level of programming is such, the level of perception program is such, that vast numbers of people, possibly the vast majority, go through an entire lifetime without an original thought or emotional response that hasn't come from the program. And if people just ask themselves the question, what do I believe? And then ask the next question, why do I believe it? Where has it come from? And it will invariably have come from some aspect or some expression of the system. And like the Nazis said, you know, give me the child to the age of 7 and I'll show you the man. Well, they have control of young people now well beyond the age of 7.